Japan's attack on Pearl Harbor wasn't just a surprise, it was the final move in a desperate plan to survive. For decades, Japan had been building a vast empire across Asia, but its aggressive expansion sparked outrage worldwide. In July 1941, President Franklin Roosevelt responded by freezing Japanese assets and placing a strict embargo on vital materials, especially oil, severely crippling Japan's ability to wage war. Japan saw only one solution: seize the resource-rich territories of Southeast Asia. But to do that, it had to neutralize the United States. So Tokyo prepared a massive southern offensive, targeting Singapore, the Philippines, and the U.S. Pacific Fleet at Pearl Harbor. In November 1941, a powerful Japanese strike force, the Kido Butte, sailed from Japan. It included 6 aircraft carriers carrying more than 400 aircraft, maintaining absolute radio silence and staying far from common shipping routes. The fleet crossed the northern Pacific completely undetected. At 6 a.m. on December 7, 1941, the carriers reached their launch point. Japan was minutes away from striking the blow that would change world history. At 6 a.m. on December 7th, the carriers of the Kido Butte launched a mix of fighters, torpedo planners, and dive bombers, more than 200 miles off the coast of Hawaii. As Americans slowly woke up on a quiet Sunday morning, the U.S. Pacific Fleet was struck by 2 massive attack waves. At 7:55 a.m., the first wave targeted the battleships anchored in Pearl Harbor. An hour later, the second wave swept over nearby airfields and vessels in the harbor's shallow waters. By the end of the assault, Japanese aircraft had sunk or damaged 8 battleships, wrecked over a dozen other vessels, and destroyed 188 American aircraft. More than 2,400 Americans were killed. The physical destruction was immense, but the emotional impact was even greater. Any remaining talk of American neutrality vanished. On December 8th, President Roosevelt asked Congress for a declaration of war against Japan. And on December 11th, Nazi Germany declared war on the United States, standing by its Axis ally. America was now fully drawn into the global conflict, a war many had desperately hoped to avoid.